day takes everything you got. Taking a break from all.
In towns all across America, there are recognizable places just like here in Media.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
State Street,
Sometimes you want
the Media Theater, but for aspiring young athletes, there are many other landmarks. Aston Middletown Little League, Burrall Field,
troubles are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name.
the Media Youth Center,
You want to go where people are all the same.
Cherry Street Field,
You want to go where everybody knows your name.
Media Babe Ruth, the Media Little League, the fabric of any community is its people. The personality of a school is its student body. This is true here just like anywhere else. Like most other communities, Media has organizations that help shape the character of its youth. Anyone growing up here is familiar with the Media Youth Center, the Rose Tree Colts, the Rose Tree Media Optimist Lacrosse, Media Little League, Aston Middletown Little League, Media Girls Softball, Media Rugby, and the Rose Tree Soccer Club. These organizations have provided countless hours of enjoyment, competition, and camaraderie for the youth of the greater Media area. Perhaps the greatest value of these organizations lies in the lessons taught by the men and women who volunteer countless hours to them. The names are too numerous to list, but every kid who's ever spent time in one of these organizations speaks the names of these adults fondly for the rest of their lives. For many kids, these places were a home away from home, a place to go and spend time with friends in the pursuit of athletic greatness. All of these groups have trophy cases loaded with awards and championship memorabilia, but the real trophies are the men and women whose lives are forever changed for the better by their experiences there. As you watch the kids shown here, one thing comes across loud and clear: fun. Smiles abound, and it is obvious that they're having a blast. Media is a community where people grow up, think about leaving, and then realize there's no better place out there. It's a special place where everyone really does know your name.
You want to go where people know people are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. I come from a small Kansas town where everybody knows everybody's name. And my grandpa was a preacher of the church on the corner of 4th and Main. In my hometown, my old stomping ground, where we spent Saturdays cruising Maine. Oh, my hometown, where I want to settle down and raise a family one of these days. In my hometown, my hometown. All hail Media High School, thy colors white and blue stand as a symbol of loyalty to you. Is honor, truth, and courage in all we strive to do. Hail alma mater, hail to the white and blue.
The end of Media High meant the end of a memorable athletic history, and as one of the oldest schools in Delaware County, there were many glorious moments in Mustang sports. Over the years, Media had many brilliant individuals and many fine teams. Just as significantly, many family names have been prominent in Media High sports. The Malseeds, Moats, Kaufmans, Goldsteins, Hibberts, Fishers, Whitneys, Randolphs, Sheltons were families each producing elite athletes. The same was true of the Baldwins, Draymons, Pedens, Sneers, Fawns, and Gills. Naturally, at a small school such as Media, countless athletes excelled in more than one sport. The greatest all-around athlete was probably Johnny Highfield, who starred in football, basketball, baseball, and track in the late 1920s. Perhaps one of the greatest gridiron teams was the 1940 squad, which won the county championship under Coach Gus Anderson, winning all but one game. Center Jack Messick, later a Little All-American at Delaware, was an all-county selection from that team. In basketball, Media had several successful teams, most notably the 1931 club, which won the Chester Kiwanis tournament for Coach Roy Hoffman. Art English, one of the school's finest cagers, Harrison Schaffner, Junior McLaughlin, Izzy Kaufman, and Bill Lukens were members of that team. Media had many brilliant baseball teams, beginning with the undefeated team of 1916, on which Agnew was a pitcher. Ahern was a top pitcher on another good team in 1918. Three of Media's foremost baseball players were Lou Krause Sr., later a pitcher with the Philadelphia Athletics, Buddy Barons, who had a brief test with the Phillies as an outfielder, and Spud Murray. Perhaps the Mustangs' most celebrated trackman was Ted Meredith, who later starred at Penn. Snatched from Media by Mercersburg Academy, in 1912 he became the first schoolboy ever picked for a U.S. Olympic team and set world 440 and 880 records, which stood for many years. His 1912 880 time of 125.2 was an incredible feat. In later years, top Mustang runners included Joe Skelly, Lester Beatty, Jim Woodland, Jim Elliott, Art and Randy Matthews, Jack Sugarman, Bill Truax, and John Baker. Naturally, there have been many other prominent in Media High sports over the years. The names mentioned here constitute only part of a memorable era.
Hail to our alma mater, hail, all hail, our voices rise in praise of thee. Shrined in our hearts is the memory of the hopes and the dreams we share with thee. Pencrest salutes the red and gold, Pencrest forever brave and bold, thy name in honor high we hold. All hail Pencrest high.
Pencrest played Media once in football. For the Lions, it was a forgettable experience. However, when the merger was completed, the new school became a strong athletic force in the county. Over the years, many strong teams won titles, and many athletes gained prominence. New chapters were written in the annals of athletic memories for the citizens of the Rose Tree Media School District. Anyone who was around in 1985 will surely remember this.
2:20 left in the ball game. Collins with the give to Ragney. He's loose. He's loose over the left side. Touchdown. Touchdown, Mike Ragney. 19-0 Lions. Coach Sheets is going wild. Fans are stunned. Absolute silence across the field. The 47-game unbeaten streak is over.
Here's a sampling of the athletes the old-timers have honored. Steve Heffernan, Kate Fonchelle, Coach Larry Simmons and one of his outstanding relay teams, Tom Emmons, Candy Finn, Rachel Hickson and Sandy Kessner, Holly Baker, Lanyu Johnson, David Lockwood, Matt Atkinson, Shane Donnelly, Nicole Lord, Patrick O'Donnell, four-time state gold medalist Karen Shump, Dave Tarr, Wayne Wiggins, And then there was that magical day in 2005.
The final 5 seconds, let the celebration begin for the Penncrest Lions as they have won their first state championship in school history with a 5-3 win over Bishop McCort.
Since 1964, the Media Area Sports Hall of Fame has been there to help celebrate the athletic history of the media area. The founders of this organization were men of great character who set the bar high. Let's keep the tradition alive for another 50 years.